morning. Welcome to yoga this morning. I think today I have to make it exactly an hour. So I think we're going to do something quite active and rest for the last 10 to 15 minutes. So if you feel really tired, feel free to take a break through the session, but also know that it'll only go on for 45 minutes or so, and then you get to rest, and we'll be finished by 10:30. So we're going to start standing at the front of the mat, and we're going to do some sun salutations to warm up. So we'll do a few series. I'll keep the rhythm quite fast. The idea is that we're going to start sweating in the sun salutations, and the heart rate is going to come up, and the body is going to be really loose so that we can go into some deeper stretches later. But I'll start with demonstrating easier version of the sun salutations so that you can keep doing those versions. And if you're warmed up, if you feel good, then you take on the further options. So that's standing at the front of the mat, the feet together, unless that's uncomfortable, and you can bring them under your hips. Lining up the ankles, the knees, the hips, the ribs, the head, shoulders, elbows and wrists, all on one same plane. Bring your awareness to your breath, deep breath in, and deep exhale. So to keep your core strong, you're going to try and focus your breath into the four sides of your rib cage, really lifting up without arching. So you're coming taller, the rib cage lifts away from the hips, but it doesn't tilt forward as the hips tilt back as you breathe in. And to help this, you're going to draw your lower abdomen gently in. So the part that's underneath your navel, keep that quite solid as you breathe in and out. Now let's inhale, open the hands out, shoulder level apart. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your chest. Inhale, press into your feet, reach all the way up, bring your head back to center. And exhale, draw your navel in, tilt your pelvis back, bring the hands down. So we'll do this a few times. Inhale, expand the arms and T-shape. Exhale, draw the navel in, hands down by your heart, looking at the middle fingers. Inhale, slide the hands past the fist. Maybe look up, but then exhale, bring the head back to center, slide the hands down. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, close the hands, look down. Inhale, lift the hands up, look up, and exhale, look straight, hands down. And we come back to Samasthiti, so hands to the middle of your thighs at the end of that pose. Inhale, hands out to the side. Exhale, squeeze the core in, look down to the fingers. Inhale, press into the feet, reach the fingertips up. And exhale, slide your hands down the center. All the way to Samasthiti. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, close the hands. Inhale, reach up. Now we exhale, we're going to bring the hands forward, come into a straight back. So strong alignment, like a downward dog shape with your legs bent. We're going to stay one breath here. And then inhaling, keeping into the feet, bringing the hands back. Hands together, sliding down your face and down. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, close the hands, look down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, keeping the back and the arms aligned, bending forward as much as we can. Inhale, coming back up, back and arms still aligned. Exhale, hands down the center. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, close. Inhale, reach up. And this time reaching forward. And at the end, we keep rounding the spine, bring the hands all the way down. I'm going to bring the right leg all the way back. Drop the back knee and inhale, come up to a little lunge. You can keep your toes under, whichever you like. Exhale, bring the hands down, come to hands and knees. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round. Inhale, come to tabletop, so straight back and stretch the left leg out. Exhale, bring the knee out, the right leg out. So let's come back to there. So we're tabletop, inhale, right leg back. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, bring the knee out to the side, swing the right leg all the way forward. Inhale, come back to your lunge. Trying to look down and see your knee. See if you can line up your knee, your hips, your chest. As you exhale, bring your fingertips back to the floor. Your left leg forward. Coming to a deep forward bend. Bent knees, resting the upper body onto the thighs. And then as we inhale, let's open the arms out to the side. Come all the way up with a straight back. Swing the arms up, stretch up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands down by your chest. Inhale, open your arms, open your chest. Exhale, close your hands, look down. Inhale, press into the feet, reach up. Exhale, reach forward and down. Left leg back, dropping the back knee. Inhale, into the little lunge, so pushing back, looking all the way down to the back knee. Exhale, bring the right leg back, come onto hands and knees. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round, navel in, head down. Inhale to tabletop, extending the left foot back without lifting it up. Exhale, bring the knee out to the side, the foot all the way forward. Inhale, come to a little lunge on this side. Exhale, hands forward. Coming into a forward bend. And inhale, all the way up. Exhale, slide the hands down. So I'm going to do this version one more time, just so that you remember, and you can keep doing this version, and you can keep slowing down and staying a few breaths in each pose, and catch up when we've finished a few rounds. So let's inhale, open the arms. Exhale, close the hands, navel in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. Right leg back, drop the right knee. Inhale, little lunge, look at your right knee. Exhale, hands and knees. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, tabletop, stretch the right leg back. Exhale, swing the right foot forward. Inhale, come up, look at the left knee. Exhale, swing forward into the forward bend. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side, all the way up. Exhale, sling your hands down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come forward. Hands down. Left leg back. Drop the knee. Inhale, little lunge. Exhale, hands and knees. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, tabletop, stretch the left leg. Exhale, bring your left foot around. Inhale, little lunge. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, arms out to the side, come all the way up. Exhale, slide your hands down the center, all the way to mountain pose. Okay, so you keep with this version or you come with me for the next option. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, close. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come forward and down. Right leg back. Drop the knee a little further this time. Inhale, keep the fingertips on the floor. Look forward, sink your hips. Exhale, step into a plank. So keep on your hands and knees if you like. Inhale into plank, strong plank, lifting the core from the floor, lifting the chest from the floor. Exhale, bring your hips back, your elbows in, your chest all the way down. Point your toes, inhale, slide forward, lengthen, reach back with the leg, reach back with the shoulders, reach forward with the chest. Inhale deeply, exhale, bring your toes under, push back into downward dog. I get you. On the inhale, let's stretch the right leg all the way back, keeping it in line with the body. Exhale, bring the foot forward, all the way between your hands, drop the back knee. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale into the forward bend. Inhale, arms out to the side, come all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Left leg back. Drop the back knee. Inhale, look forward. Bring your hips towards your right heel. Exhale into plank. Deep inhale into plank. Lift your chest, lift your hips. Exhale, drop your knees, push your hips back, arch your back, drop your chest between your hands. Inhale, point your toes, lengthen forward and back. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push into your hands. Come all the way to downward dog. Inhale, stretch the left leg back. Exhale, bring the knee to your chest. Foot forward, inhale into the lunge. Exhale to the forward bend. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward and down. Right leg back. Inhale, lunge. Left leg back. Exhale, coming straight down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Now let's inhale, hands all the way up. Exhale, reach forward and down. Left leg back. Inhale, lunge. Right leg back into plank. Exhale, come down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen into cobra. Exhale, push back to downward dog. Inhale, stretch your left leg back. Exhale, the foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale all the way. And exhale down. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward and down. Right leg back. Inhale, look forward, sink your hips. Left leg back into plank. Drop your knees, chest and nose. Inhale, into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the right leg up. Exhale, the foot forward. Inhale, look forward and lunge. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands up. Left leg, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Left leg back. Inhale into the lunge. Right leg back into the plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into downward dog. Stretch the left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, lift forward. Inhale, lunge into the left side. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands down. Now come to Samasthiti, to mountain pose. Hands level with your thighs. Gaze down at the floor. Stand tall as you inhale. Soften your body as you exhale. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Let yourself rest as you're keeping yourself aligned and tall. Notice the elements in your body that are resisting to relax. Maybe your hands are going a certain direction, or your shoulders. Is your neck as relaxed as could be? Plant your feet into the ground. Let your weight slowly move back over the ankles. Let the back of your legs reach down and front of your legs reach up. On your next inhale, reach your hands all the way up over your head. Bring the palms together. Keep your head facing forward. Inhale here. As you exhale, shift your weight onto the right foot and bring the palms of the hands towards the left. So you're moving your hips right and your hands left. Stretching the side of the body. Inhale, come back to center. Sink the shoulders down the spine. Take another breath here. And on the next exhale, hands to the right and hips to the left. Let's do this with your breath a few times. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to one side. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to the side. Make sure that you don't come out of alignment, that the hips and ribs still align. Inhale to center. And if you like, let's take one full breath onto the side. So exhale there. Inhale, lengthening in the side bend. Exhale, softening. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, coming to the other side. And inhale, lengthening the side bend. Exhale, soften. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, coming to a forward bend. So fingertips on the floor or on your legs, feet together or feet apart if it's more steady. Keep your legs nice and strong, but don't force them straight. Keep your spine going forward and down. Let the weight come a little bit more towards your toes. And let your spine come closer to your legs as you're extending. The head is really relaxed. The shoulders aren't reaching down. You're just relaxed. See if you can spread your sit bones. So imagine widening the back of your hips, drawing the front of the thighs a little towards each other. And feel if that helps release the lower back. Slowly bend your knees to keep your hands strong on the floor and bring your right leg all the way back. Now you're going to stay up here on that back toes and press the left foot strongly into the ground. With your hands, climb up your right leg, your left leg, sorry, and come into a high lunge. So trying to sink the hips so that the front thigh is parallel to the ground and the left knee is over your ankle. You can bend your back leg, but trying to straighten it. Breathing here into this lunge. Maybe on the exhale, you come and hover the right knee over the floor. Try and bring your hands to your hips. As you inhale, coming higher up, drawing the right heel back. Bring your hands either side of your body, like a samasthiti position, like the first mountain pose we do when we're on the front of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms out to the side. Exhale, reach your hands to your heart, look down, draw your core in. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, reach your hands forward and come in. Now let's see if we can breathe into a plank position. Look down the front of your body, lift your navel towards your spine, press into your hands and keep your legs strong to take the weight away from your spine. Breathe into your plank. Now to come down on the exhale, you can drop your knees, arch your back, and bring your chest between your hands. Or you can keep your body in a plank position and just bend the elbows and come into a chaturanga. Then lowering down into the floor. Pointing the feet, really reaching back with the toes. Reaching down with the pubic bone. Inhale, take a little cobra. Lifting the chest up. See if we can exhale. Open the arms out to the side. Palms facing between down and forward. And you can lift, let the toes, the feet lift from the floor if you like, but keep reaching back. Breathe here. See if you can exhale. Hover your hands in prayer in front of your chest. Inhale, reach all the way forward with the hands. Breathe here. Exhale, bring the hands back down next to your chest. Tuck your toes under and push back into a downward dog. Now see how downward dog feels with your feet together. And downward dog is the same as the forward bend, as the halfway bend. You want your arms and your spine to be aligned and long. You don't want to bend either at the front or the back of the body. You want to feel the energy moving up from the hands, through the arms, all the way down your back, into your sit bones, pushing up and back. And if that feels steady, then your legs also really lengthen. And you're pushing as much down into the base of your toes as your heels, keeping your legs nice and strong, all of your body nice and strong. And shifting the weight into the left foot. See if we can inhale, stretch the right leg back without changing anything else in the body. And breathe here. And then exhale, just bend the right knee so that the foot comes towards the bum. And see if you can lift the right knee higher up. Then exhale, still not changing anything. The right foot is really close to your bum. The right knee pivots and comes really close to your chest. So first in the downward dog shape. So squeezing the knee to the chest, squeezing the foot to the bum. And inhale, look forward to the space between your hands. Push on your back toes, pivot into a plank position. Keep lifting that right knee really high up to the chest and the foot way off. And then see if you can just hover the right toe over the floor. And breathe here. Right knee higher. Left toe just over the floor, but without sinking the weight. Or if you need to, you can let the foot sink the weight. And then bringing that foot all the way forward. Climbing up that leg to come onto the lunge on the left side. So you can here drop the back knee or let it come down. You're trying to hips, bringing yourself all the way to vertical. Maybe exhaling, bring the right knee, the left knee all the way down. Or if you want a harder version, keeping it just above the floor without putting any weight into it. And then inhaling, straightening that leg, straightening the arms to the side. So you can keep that exhale, lower down, inhale, come up. Or you can make it invisible, come into that square front thigh position and just breathe. And as you exhale, maybe feel the navel coming in, the tailbone coming down. As you inhale, lengthening the spine, lengthening the back leg. And exhaling, hands forward, step back into a forward bend. Let's take a wide forward bend this time. So open your feet to the width of your mat. Let your knees bend and let yourself rest. Or maybe bring the hands forward and bend one knee after the other. Catching your breath, releasing your hips. Finding the place where you can soften. And then feet, wherever you like them, whether they're close together or close to the edge of the mat. Bring your hands onto your knees and kind of try and figure out whether your knees are right over your ankles or if they're more over your toes. So you can you need to push your hips back and you want the knees to be right over the ankles. And then you can come up, rest your forearms onto your knees, keeping the hips going all the way back and coming up, bringing the hands onto the thighs, drawing your lower ribs in and your lower abdomen in to come to a strong straight back, reaching down with the toes even though all your weight is moving back. Maybe bring your hands to your chest. Breathe here. On an exhale, bring the left hand inside the left knee. Right hand on the right shoulder. Inhale, slide the left hand down towards the foot and open the right hand, the right shoulder up. So breathing into this twist, you can resist the bottom arm against the inside of the leg. Try and keep your knees square and your hips square. If it's okay on your shoulder, extend the right hand up. If it works, bring the fingertips inside towards the floor, but if not, you can even bring the hand onto one knee, the elbow onto the other to keep the distance. Keep pushing your hips back. Lengthening, looking up towards the top hand. Exhale. Come back to center. Hands in front of your heart. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Right hand inside your right leg. And left hand on your chest or on your shoulder. Twisting, bringing the shoulder back. Maybe bringing the forearm, so elbow between. I do it from this side, you might see. I'm going to bring my elbow inside my right knee and my hand inside my left knee. So I can, with my legs, I can squeeze my forearm. And it keeps my legs strong, keep my hips stable. I'm going to really reach my right hip up, my right shoulder up, and reach all the way up. And if I'm steady here, I can bring my right hand down, fingertips towards the floor. Another breath, inhaling, finding length. So from the bottom shoulder to the top hand, through the middle shoulder, and also from the tail to the head. Exhale, come down and relax into the forward bend. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up to the front of your mat. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. And I think that might be enough for the legs for now. So let's take a sun salutation to bring us down to the ground. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Right leg back, left leg back into your plank. Drop your knees, swing your feet to one side, bring your hips back, come to sitting and come to lying on your back. And take the mini Shavasana. So it's not going to last long, so find your place where you can relax your legs open, your arms open. Let all of your body sink, supported by the ground. Breathe deeply into all the muscles that might be quite present in your mind at the moment. Soften your breath. Let yourself smile on the inhale. Feel the energy going back. Exhaling, relaxing, releasing the tensions. On an exhale, bring your feet together and bring your hands back by your hips with your palm facing down. Activate the body so that you're reaching through the heels of the feet to the crown of the head, lengthening the back of your body as much as you can and letting the shoulders rest onto the ground. Now, if your lower back is a little sensitive, you can do the next exercise by leaning on your forearms and lengthening your spine this way. But if you feel good, just keep your upper body back down. And we're going to do some leg lifts, so trying to keep the whole body steady. Let's just inhale the right leg up towards the ceiling and exhale, bring it down. Inhale left, exhale down. Trying to keep all of your body nice and long. Inhale right and exhale down, moving with your own breath. Inhale left, exhale down. And you're trying to control the rhythm. So imagine your legs are the needle on the speed meter for your breath, and you're making your breath nice and steady all the way up, all the way down, and the legs are marking that rhythm. So you're not flopping your leg down, you're not rushing it up. You're noticing a nice steady rhythm, trying to keep both legs straight at whole time, but if it's too difficult, then bend the one that you're lifting. The next time you're right-legged up, let's keep it up. Take an inhale to stretch both legs away from the hips, one leg up, one leg down. As you exhale, squeeze your navel to your spine, squeeze your chin to your throat, and lift your upper body up. Come and reach for the leg behind the knee, or the ankle, or the foot, whichever you can reach without overdoing it with your shoulders. And breathe. Trying to keep the leg straight first, both legs straight. So right leg is strongly reaching for the floor. See if you can lift your gaze to look in the direction of the top foot without reaching your head too much forward. So feel like you're engaging your stomach to reach your chest forward, and ever so slightly drawing your head back so that it stays in line with the chest and not working all of your neck muscles. And then also engage the muscles of the leg to bring it closer to your face. Breathing here. Noticing where you feel the stretch. Playing with the angle of your knee. So depending on where you contract your legs, you might find more flexibility. Trying to get your shoulders back, so your shoulders and your head stay in line with the line of your spine. On the exhale, you're going to slowly come down, bending the knee, keeping hold of the leg. And you might be able to reach your big toe with the first two fingers of your right hand, so hooking up onto the big toe. Or if that's not happening at all, just hold the back of the right knee. Left hand comes to your left hip, raise that left hip down, and keep that left leg straight down towards the floor. Let's inhale, turn your head to the left, and open your right leg. So either the whole leg or the knee, the bent knee, open it towards the right side. And keeping the left hip, the left leg reaching down towards the floor. Breathing into the side stretch. Make sure that your neck is relaxed, that your shoulders are relaxed, that your jaw isn't clenched. And an inhale, slowly bring the head and the leg back to center. Exhale, take a deep stretch again towards the leg. And then keeping your upper body up, extend your arms forward. And slowly let your upper body come down. Hands on the floor, right leg comes down. Inhale the left leg up. Take a breath here, stretching both legs in each direction. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, drawing the navel towards the spine towards the floor, the chin towards the throat, rounding the upper body, coming up to catch the left leg. So as high as you can. Both legs as straight as you can, right leg reaching down for the floor. Maybe looking up towards the left foot. Trying to draw your shoulders and your head back in the same alignment as your spine. So it's your heart that you want to move forward and up, using the muscle in the midsection of your body. And you also want to let the back of the hip really lengthen to keep the leg moving towards you. Breathing into the stretch. On an exhale, bending the knee, letting your upper body come back down towards the floor. Taking hold of maybe the right toe with the first two fingers of your left hand. So you take your index and middle fingers together and slide them between the big toe and the second toe, and then wrap the two fingers around the big toe. Or if this isn't happening at all, you just hold underneath your knee. Make sure you've got space on your side to open your leg. Right leg is extending onto the mat. Right hand is weighing the right hip down. Let's inhale, stretch the body from right foot to top of the head. On exhale, turn the head to the side. Open the left leg, left hip to the left, if you've got space. I don't fit. So breathing into the side stretch. Keep inhaling, extending from the right foot, to the crown of your head, going through your leg, your hip, your whole spine. Right shoulder reaching down for the ground, right hip, right leg reaching for the ground. As you exhale, soften to the inside of the left hip. Breathe deeply into the stretch. On an inhale, bring your hand back to center, your leg back to center. Exhale, reach your upper body up around the leg. Take hold of it to climb yourself up. Extend the leg up and release your hands. On an exhale, slowly bringing the leg and the upper body down onto the floor. And let's just take a little rest here. So letting your toes move out to the side. Breathing into all the parts of your body that need a rest. And then exhale, bring your heels back together, toes back together, hands down by your hips, palms facing down, or staying on your forearms if you need support for your lower back. And this time we're going to exhale both legs all the way up. Inhale, bring the floor if you can, not touching. And exhale, bring them all the way back. Inhaling both legs down. Exhaling both legs up. Keep going with your own breath. And again, trying to make your legs the needle on the meter measuring the speed of your breath. Let's keep your hips up or your feet up. And let's extend your hands up. Now you can open them out to the side, give some ankle circles one direction and the other. And maybe moving the knees so that you can rotate the thigh bone into the hips, releasing whatever you need. Then you're going to bring the right leg over the left leg, and you're going to cross them as high up your thigh as you can, and then bring the lower legs, the outside of the lower legs, together as much as you can for eagle pose. You're trying to keep your knees over your hips and your feet as high as your knees, so not higher, not lower. And so inner thighs squeezing together, outer calves squeezing together. And then we do the same thing with the arms. We're going to take the right arm, cross it under the left arm, as close to the shoulders as we can, and then bring the outer forearms together, maybe sweeping the hands and holding onto the hands. I'm breathing here. So knees over the hips, elbows over the shoulders, and feet and wrist as the same height as the knees and elbows. Relax your neck. Inhale along the line of your spine, and exhale, squeeze the outer lower legs and lower arms together. Another 2 breaths. 1 breath. And exhale, release. Maybe bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a little roll. Take a little rest before we come and cross the legs the other way. So right leg under this time, left leg over, crossing them as high as the thigh as we can, and then bringing lower legs, outer lower legs together. Left arm under, right arm over. And you can flex the foot that's lower, because this is a pose that's usually done standing. This is eagle pose. Now I find that we don't have any balance issues when we're doing it sitting or lying down, but it's also a crazy abdominal workout, right? So breathe and smile about the fact that you don't have to worry about your balance. See if you can lengthen your breath. And exhale. Release. Let your legs go long, your arms go out to the side. Take a rest. And just to finish up, we're gonna take a couple of back bends, trying to soften all the abdominal muscles that we've just worked. So start by bringing your feet behind your hips and your arms back alongside your body with your hands facing down. Transfer your weight into your feet and your shoulders. As you exhale, you're going to drop your navel towards your spine towards the ground, and let the tailbone lift. And keep that tilt of your pelvis as on the next inhale, you push your hips up. Let's breathe into that stretch. So not pushing too high at the start. Keeping your legs really parallel together, so not letting the knees or the thighs come apart. And every inhale, breathe into the whole front of your body, reaching down for the ground with the shoulders and the feet. Exhaling, keeping that tilt of the pelvis, so letting the pubic bone go up and the tailbone goes towards the knee. Let's take 2 more breaths here, keeping the weight in your shoulders rather than in your head and neck. And then exhale. Slowly roll your spine back down. So vertebra after one after the other. Upper back, middle back, lower back. And then dropping the hips. And you're going to turn over onto your tummy. So I'm going to do it this way. And if you like, you can start just by resting your head onto your hands. Let your big toes turn towards each other. Or even sometimes I find more comfortable on my neck to have my head straight on the mat, whichever works for you. Take a breath here into the back of the body. And then, so for the next stretches, depending on how open you are, you can do it one leg at a time. So bending the right knee, propping yourself up on the left forearm, holding on to the left foot. And first, we're going to really try and stretch the front of the thigh. The big bone going towards the mat, and we're moving the knee a bit like when we're doing cobra. So the knee is reaching back more than up. And we want to feel the stretch on the front of the thigh. And then we can try and really bring the foot back towards the bum. We don't want to feel any pressure in the knee. We want to feel all of the stretch in the front of the thigh. Now, if it works for you, you can try and get the left foot as well, but without letting your thigh come too far out to the side. So if you got both feet, you can rest your head on your forehead or on your chin. If you can't get both feet at the same time, then take 5 breaths on one side, release, and take 5 breaths on the other side, and then maybe come back to do the one that needs it the most. So first, really focusing on lengthening the knees away from the hips, getting the hips down, the tailbone towards the floor, and really focusing on stretching the front of the thighs. So the lower back stays long as you're breathing from your tail to the top of your neck. There is no arch in your spine. You can even exhale and lift the belly towards the spine, away from the floor. And you can also use this to gently stretch your shoulders. So let the elbows come up towards the sky. And as you breathe in, let the front of the chest lengthen. And then, if it's comfortable, you can slide your hands a little more towards your ankles. Try and keep everything parallel, so feet and knees are the same distance. Take a deep exhale to drop your pubic bone towards the ground. And on an inhale, push back with the ankles into the hands and let the upper body lift up, looking forward, breathing into bow pose. So your arms are the string of your bow, and you're trying to evenly balance the arch in the back of the body. So stay a few breaths. Whenever it gets too much, calm down. Try and relax into the pose. When you calm down, relax your feet. Bring your hands forward, turn your head to one side or on your forehead, whichever you like. And you turn your big toes towards each other. And let yourself really rest on the ground. Notice what happens with your breath, with the movement of your breath as you're lying down on your tummy. And slowly roll over onto your back. And you might bring our knees to your chest. Roll the knees to the right hand side. Open the chest back up. Look left. And we just take 5 deep breaths into that twist. So counting your own breath. Feeling the whole left side of the body lifting and expanding as you breathe in. Really softening the midsection, the top hip and the top shoulder as you breathe out. And on your 5th exhale, turn yourself back towards your knees. Grab your top knee with your top arm. Bring it towards your chest and open it towards the ceiling. Let the rest of your body follow. Find yourself to the front of your mat. And exhale, the knees out to the left. Turn the head to the right and take 5 deep breaths on the twist on the right side. Breathing in from your right nostril, right shoulder, right ribs, waist, hip, knee, ankle and toes. And exhaling softly. So take your 5 deep breaths, and after 5 breaths, roll back onto your back and take Shavasana. In Shavasana, let your whole body rest on the ground. Notice how different it feels to lie on your back as opposed to with a twist or when you were lying on your front earlier. See if you can let your breath move freely through all of your body. So noticing the center line of your body first, your head, center of your head, somewhere behind the center of your eyebrows. Down the center line, the center of your throat. Point that would be just between the back of the neck and the front of the throat. It's connected to your mouth, your jaws, your tongue, even the top of your shoulders. So notice with each breath if anything is getting stuck into those parts. If it's bringing up any emotions, try and let go of thoughts and gather feelings. And if it sounds like a really complicated thing to do, then don't worry about it. Just come back to your breath. Now notice your breath somewhere right in the center of your chest. And the center is between left and right, but also between back and front. So feel the front of your chest and feel the point that's exactly opposite to it on the back of your body. Let your breath relax all the layers. Let it expand down to the shoulder blades, to the ribs, down to the shoulders, the arms, all the parts of your arms that need attention. Try and notice the back of the arms, the parts that's in contact with the floor, and the parts facing upwards towards the sky, parts that are facing the sides. Noticing the shape of your body, its volume, relaxing both deep inside near the bones and all the layers all the way to your skin. Your awareness and the breath move towards the wrists and the hands. Drawing it back towards the center of your chest. Letting it sink to your upper abdomen. So a point below your ribs, above your navel, somewhere in between the skin of your tummy and the skin of your back. And maybe it's just about where your lower back gets suspended. So could be the last part of your spine touching the ground. Let your breath swirl and relax everything. The muscles around the ribs. This is where your stomach, the liver, maybe even a little bit of the back of the lungs as you inhale. A lot of your internal organs that keep you alive, that process the food and the air we breathe in. All those external elements we bring into our body. Some good, some not so good. They go through our body, and those organs turn them into energy. So we can absorb the oxygen, absorb the calories, and use it to bring conscious movement into our muscles whenever we're moving along, but also unconscious movement to let our heart beat, to let our lungs breathe, to let our brain control all the nervous system in the body. Let your awareness sink down now, deeper into your tummy, somewhere underneath your navel. Soften all the muscles around the waist, around the back. Notice if you feel or hear anything in our guts. It is said that we hold our deeper feelings, our instincts. There's so many different organism living in our guts. And they work with us, breaking down the rest of the food that we've consumed. Some believe that they might even influence what we do, what we say, how we feel, our moods, our emotions, sit into the deeper belly. As you breathe in and out, just notice how it feels. Let it be. Let it be part of you, and let yourself be part of everything else. And sink your awareness deeper down your spine, somewhere in line with your tailbone, somewhere between the tailbone and the front of the hip bones. This is where genital organs are. This is where we expel what we don't need. And this is also where we root to the ground when we sit. This is where our legs are connected. Yourself, completely relax those parts. Feeling the relaxation moving down the legs, all the way to the toes. Notice the volume, the shape, the feelings, the emotions associated with the lowest part of your body. And then let your awareness come back. And with an inhale, breathe from the tailbone to the top of the head. With an exhale, down the whole length of the body. Breathing this way, inhaling up from the tail to the head, taking into account the arms and the shoulders. Exhaling down. And come to a stillness. Bringing some movement back into your body. Gently waking up the limbs. Taking your time to breathe deeper, to stretch, to roll, to help, whatever you need. Until you come back to sitting. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Sitting upright. Noticing the center of your body, the back and the front, the top and the bottom, the left and the right. Finding yourself anchored to the earth and the sky, solid and light. And shrug your palms together. Bring some energy into heat into your hands. Bring them over to your face, your shoulders, your beautiful hearts, hips, knees, and feet. And back to your heart. Namaste. Thank you and well done for this practice. We will meet again for Vinyasa on Monday morning at 9:30. And there is also an Ashtanga class on Zoom tomorrow. So if you're interested in joining that, just give me a text. All right. Have a great weekend. Bye.